Okay.
Bop. Bada bopu. Alright, everything should be working here. Very good. Alrighty.
Hey, throw me my iPad.
There you go. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
I have finally gotten around to actually docking the YouTube chat in OBS so I can monitor both things at once.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
Crazy, I know.
That's cool. Well, because I was going to turn on YouTube with this thing.
I got YouTube. You can cover Instagram over there.
I will try.
Yeah. But how's everybody doing? Everyone having a good day?
Some days.
Some days I stay up. No, it was some nights, wasn't it? Let's see. Got to pull up a post for start a next hour here. But I do want your comments on, Kid, because I think we can have a good discussion on this one.
Okay.
Yeah. I know we haven't really branded for it much, but it is kind of still unofficially Creation Month.
Technically.
Kind of unofficially. We didn't want to force anyone into... So what happened was I'm doing a lot of overtime now. We had to let a guy go, so I'm covering shifts.
Yeah.
And it just got to the point where we were like, we can't really, require it because I'm going to be here 50 hours a week for the foreseeable future.
Right.
So it's one of those things where it's kind of unofficially still Creation Month, but I am tired.
Are we... Do we have video rolling?
Video is rolling.
So weird. It always does that, and it just doesn't let me...
Okay. Weird. It may be because I didn't have the web page open for Instagram. Sometimes it takes a minute to refresh if I don't have it directly open. Does that work for you? Is that better? Or is that your phone being weird?
This is my phone. That's why I can't get on. Because, like, I can click it,
Uh-huh.
and it goes there, and then it just goes black again, and then it freezes up in, like, 2 seconds.
Weird.
Yeah.
You need a new phone, man.
Well... I have a lot of other people to pay right now.
Back in my day, we didn't need mobile phones.
We didn't.
Our phones were as heavy as 2 bricks taped together with duct tape and spit. And we liked it. They were deadly weapons.
So I told TJ Maxx that one of these days we should get the two of you together on a mic and get his Georgia boy and your Appalachia going.
Yeah. No one would be able to understand it. It would just be a whole hour of, what are you doing all about? Oh, come on over there now.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Oh, got some all over there now. No one would understand a single word.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that would be really good, though.
I think it's really funny.
Actually, in terms of Appalachia, JD did an interview the other day where he was talking about how we need to make more work opportunities for the good old Appalachian boys.
Yeah?
Yeah. He didn't forget his roots. He got all the way up there. He didn't forget about us.
He didn't sound like Biden. I'm from
Come on,
Pennsylvania.
man. I grew up in Scranton, man. I knew Michael Scott. He ran with some bad boys.
I need to watch that.
You've never seen The Office?
No. Yeah. Dude, The Office is this place. What are you talking about?
This is kind of true.
You haven't put it together?
This is kind of true.
Dude, when I left here back then, The Office wasn't on yet, like the Brit was.
Yeah.
And then Office came out on NBC. I'm like, whoa, this is not okay. Some of the characters back then were really, really major Office characters too. It was hilarious.
Yeah. I think that's kind of true of every Office, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, now they're trying to do like a rehash Office with the paper company. That is
and
not,
the only character they brought back was what's his face?
Yeah, and he wasn't great either.
Oscar, there we go. I found it. You know, Parks and Rec was originally supposed to be an Office spinoff.
Right.
Yeah, but a couple drafts in, it became its own creative thing.
A couple drafts in, and we were able to get Star-Lord out of that too. So
this is true. This is true. I think there was like during the 6th season of Parks and Rec, Chris Pratt shows up all thin.
Yeah, I know.
And they have to explain it somehow.
What happened here? He got married. Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's not just he got married.
His character got married is what they're saying.
No, that was really early on in the show.
Oh, yeah, that was like 3rd season.
The explanation they offered was that he just stopped drinking. It was all a beer belly.
Which actually was kind of true anyway. Oh, man. Good old.
Hello, Jason. Thank you for receiving our test. This has been an unofficial test of the emergency broadcast system.
Better be careful. I got chewed out for the afternoon intro. Not really chewed out. I got encouraged to change it because I had the EAS tone for like 1 second.
Okay, I've got to mute mics real quick.
Sorry, we're getting texts.
Yeah, we're getting texts. Sorry. Little work thing happening in the background. Sorry, guys. It happens sometimes.
That's funny, though.
Yeah.
Off the record.
Yeah, we got to go off the record occasionally.
Yes, Tammy, the office is grand.
Okay, see, so I don't like The Office that much. Like, as a show,
You got to get into like season 5.
I watched
beyond.
all of it, right?
You know, the early the early ones are stupid slapstick. It's bad.
I don't actually mind. I like the earlier stuff more.
Once they start broadening the actual like character development and storyline, it was like, okay, all right, now I can.
Yeah, like, it's fine to put on in the background. I've just never been that much of a fan of cringe humor. Like, I'll sit there watching the whole show, appreciating the storyline like this.
I know. It's all slapstick. It's like, oh, this is bad. Yeah.
And that's my face the whole time.
Yeah.
Whole time.
I mean, I don't slap my knee by any means, but it's kind of like the new stuff coming out on PBS. Or not PBS, but on CBS. My wife watches these shows, and it's like, she gets mad at me.
Oh, here we go. Like the 911 shows?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. And that is the sound of two men slowly losing their minds and calling it a morning show. It's Fanfare Friday here on The Effect. This is Ezra. I'm here with DJ Kidd.
It was only like a couple of weeks that like you were off and we didn't do the video stuff, and I've already totally forgot how to do it. So you're like, hey, we're almost time. I'm like, oh yeah, we still have to go in the air.
Yeah. We're now on the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
And if you want to see our ugly mugs and my newly haircut mug, thank you for noticing, kid.
Ezra's trimmed down a little bit.
I've been trying to figure out how to make the longer hair work. I don't like having this. You know how there's like 3 guy haircuts?
Yes.
I don't like any of them.
There's bald, there's what you got, and there's really thick
so
hair.
Like at the front of my face, my temples are narrow enough to where the 3 guy haircuts make me look like a pinhead.
Yeah.
You know, you know what? You've seen me like that.
Well, and I've went back to shaving my head because 20 years in tile, it's what you do.
Sure.
And my so Mrs. Kidd really wants the hair back.
I see.
But I can't deal with it.
Happy wife, happy life, man.
Well, tell everybody why you got a hair trim now.
Because I wanted to. Anyway, so we were talking right before we went on. You were talking about those silly 911 shows on CBS.
Yeah, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Did you see a while back where they were like, we've heard the complaints from the audience, and we're going to do our best to actually make these more realistic. And then the next season, they have someone get eaten by a whale.
All right, so here's the deal. My wife and I are currently watching Nashville now, 911 Nashville. And it's it's worse than the first one.
Sure.
The second one in Austin, that was great. You want to know why it was shut down?
Why is that?
It cost too much because it was actually legit.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Filming was great. Like, the everything you saw was great. They even didn't really even do the After Effects fire.
Sure.
They actually did real fire. And so, yeah, they shut it down because it cost too much. And then they go back to, Nashville. And you're like, wow, this is literally, you film this in a green room and put everything together behind you.
Yeah. And there's meteor showers and it's ridiculous.
It's so dumb.
It's Looney Tunes, but for adults.
Like... Dude, I'm using that one. Oh my gosh. Like,
because they go around basically like saving people from slapstick situations.
And then Mrs. Kidd's over here like, it's just like, why are you always making fun of my shows? I'm like, it's not that I'm making fun of your shows. Like, it's fine. I'm watching it, It's just,
everyone has their guilty pleasures.
Sometimes it's a little too outrageous.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like a Hallmark movie. It's like the Hallmark movie of
on network TV.
Of cop shows, yes.
Oh,
it's cheesy and formulaic. You know exactly where it's going every time.
Yeah.
But you can't look away.
And then
it can sometimes be a literal train wreck.
Yeah, so the 911 shows, that's ABC. On PBS, they have Fire Country and Sheriff Country now.
Okay.
And
are those the ones where they just send like a camera along with a cop?
No.
It is like a produced serialized
It's an actual
drama.
show, but again, it's just like 911.
Yeah.
Everything is processed in After Effects. Their fires are like, wow, come on, just make real fire at least.
Yeah. See, okay, so when I was a kid, I used to watch a bunch of old musicals. Mm-hmm. Do you know of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers?
I've heard the name.
Okay. That is
Tammy's yelling at us.
Most of that movie was shot, like a lot of movies back in the day, were on sound stages.
Yes.
And you can kind of tell it's a soundstage a lot of the time.
Yep.
But even as a kid, I was like, oh, I kind of get it. They wanted to get good sound.
Right. But no.
No. We don't do that anymore. Everything we do now for the purpose of television and film is to get, as cheaply as possible, the labor shipped out to someone who will animate for cheap.
Right.
That's the entire purpose. You can't have a practical effect anywhere.
All right. Hey, join us on Instagram and YouTube for more rants about these TV shows.
What a great pitch, kid.
I know.
I know everyone wants to listen to that.
It'll be awesome.
We got Denise Bridges on now with Shine here on The Effect. This is Ezra.
DJ Kidd.
Tammy, I see you saying no Hallmark shows. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Gretchen said Ezra has a bowl haircut. I'm not going to completely disagree with you.
Yeah?
I'm not going to... like, it's one of those things where you go to the barber, right?
But see, you're all done up today.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
And well, it's one of those things where you don't super know what you're aiming for. Mm-hmm. So you take a shot and you hope it doesn't look too bad.
Right.
And I'm pretty happy with this haircut.
So, yeah.
I will say my beard is a little shorter than I meant it to be. She asked me how long. I said half an inch.
It looks good, though.
Yeah, it ends up working, I guess.
It looks good.
I like my beard longer.
And Mrs. Kidd always wants me to grow mine out. I'm like, what beard? I don't have a beard.
Yeah, you're very patchy. I will say
I'm very, very white trash.
Yeah. As someone who grew up around white trash, I can officially dub thee
We're not over the air, ladies and
the
gentlemen.
whitest of trash.
Yeah, no, it's super, super patchy. I've never been able to do the beard thing.
Yeah. No.
Oh, my Lord.
By the power invested in me by my bootlegger uncle.
Stop it. Oh, stop it.
He actually was a bootlegger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, full on still in the mountains guy. I think he's outside of any legal enforcement at this point.
Hopefully. All right, so I've got video now.
You got video?
I just don't see any comments. So
Okay. Well, that's working. So I do have a tweet that I would like your thoughts and opinions on.
Okay.
It says this from Important Cat Pete on Twitter, or I guess X.com. I hate that name. I know it's like Elon's whole everything app
Yeah.
that he's dreamed about since PayPal. But X just doesn't mean what it used to mean. It doesn't work anymore.
Well, and it's just a chatterbox anyway. So
I have a theory that if you ask basically anybody alive today how their parents met, the story would violate at least one arbitrary Zoomer dating rule, and that's why no one's having kids now.
okay,
And he lists a couple of those arbitrary Zoomer dating rules, which if you've been around the young people, you know these are true. Age gap. Age gap means like 5 years difference.
okay,
Asked out at work, asked out multiple times, co-workers, boss employee, etc.
okay.
So how did your parents meet? Do you think that tell me how your parents met, and I'll tell you if this theory applies.
According to them,
Yes, according to them.
It was a blind date,
Okay.
and
Well, first, what's the age gap? How far apart are they?
just like a year,
Okay.
so 61, 62.
The Zoomers so far approve.
Right. Dad was military. Mom wasn't really wanting to date or anything like that.
Sure,
and it was their friends put them together.
Okay.
And so it's a blind date at a roller skating rink.
How old were they?
20,
Okay. A little old for a roller rink, but we'll go with it.
1920. Well, back then, you got to think about it. It's 1980, you know.
Sure.
1979, 1980.
Yeah, disco was still
rinks
alive,
were the big thing. And so, you know, my dad, according to my dad, he was skating backwards around the rink and really just didn't want to be there. And saw my mom and wiped out.
Sorry. Apologies, headphone users,
And
but that's very funny.
According to my mom,
Yeah.
as she was skating past my dad, laughing her head off, she felt God speak to her and say, "That's the man you're going to marry." And she says, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
And then here they are, almost 40 years later. So.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Or, well, actually, no, it's 42.
Yeah.
They got married in 82. 43 years.
I don't know. You're asking me to do math?
I know, I'm just too early.
But no, that so far that is a Zoomer approved story.
Okay.
I will give you so how my parents met was actually age gap I think comes into play. I
Yeah.
forget their exact ages, but it's not like a horrific age gap or anything.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 4 years apart, but to the Zoomers that's horrific.
Right.
So all
4 years.
These kids are getting wild with it, man.
Wow.
I feel really bad for them because they're like no one's even teaching them this. They're making it up themselves.
Right. Right.
But my dad saw my mom in a Michaels, and apparently she was wearing one of her shirts that was covered in paint.
Wow.
And apparently that really worked.
So Mrs. Kidd and I met online,
Yes.
and then she got really mad.
Which is the only acceptable place to meet anyone romantically nowadays. I blame all of you for this.
And ironically,
I'm too young to blame for this. It's all of you.
We didn't use a dating app. We used
Facebook?
the dating profile on Facebook.
Okay.
And anyway, so you know, in this world, gosh, you see all these pictures of a bunch of different people, and girls are trying to sell themselves, guys are trying to sell themselves, and I came across her picture, and it was like, wow, she's a modest mother.
Yes.
Good looking mother, you know, like, wow, okay. And then we started talking. We talked for a few weeks without actually meeting face to face. I was working out of town at that point in time. So, anyway, when we did meet, I told her, I says, you know, we can meet in a well-lit place. I don't know that you want me to go to your house. You have a kid. You know, I was trying to, you know, be good like that. So we met at the mall parking lot in a well-lit area.
Okay.
Talked for a minute. I hugged her and we left. And she texted me as soon as she got home. She's like, "Why didn't you look at my butt?"
That's very good.
Now, in fairness, she was wearing a super like oversized hoodie, so it's not like you could see her butt, but it was. I'm like, I don't know.
I really feel like we're almost approaching TMI here.
Well, you know,
You really want this on the internet, kid?
that's the first time that we met, like the face to face.
Do I have to remind you we are live right now?
She tells the story too. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. So ironically, as a creeper, just being funny, the next time we saw each other, I was like, I turned it around and like
Okay.
Now I looked at your butt. You happy? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Dating is weird.
It's kind of dumb
nowadays. It's weird. And I do blame the older generations for that.
Why is that?
Y'all broke so much stuff.
We broke?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like making every HR department allergic to romance. That was y'all's fault.
What, my fault?
Not you specifically, but your generation did that. Right? To where's a kid supposed to meet anyone nowadays? After college. Bars and dating apps.
Well, you don't find good ones in the bar.
Yeah. Adelaide, not the only one here on The Effect. This is Ezra. I'm here with DJ Kidd.
I'm here.
And speaking of not the only one, she's not the only one dealing with this dating scene. We were just talking about it, and I was just mentioning how y'all's generation kind of broke stuff when it comes to like where is a young person supposed to meet anyone after college?
I used to tell all my young adults that were in my ministry, like, don't go to the bar because there's no good people. Like, you're not going to find a good woman at the bar.
You might. However, I do like your odds playing Powerball better.
You know what I'm saying, though,
Yes.
right? You know, it's the same thing. Like, nothing good happens after like after 10. Like the saying.
Yes.
Because you just find yourself in trouble. You end up compromising in ways you shouldn't be compromising. One of the two of you will,
Yes.
right? One could be
Compromise
stronger.
usually happens.
One could be stronger, the other one could be weaker, and generally because one doesn't want to hurt the other's feelings, guy or girl, one caves. And that's usually what happens with bar people. Now you got to say,
Tammy says I need to stop saying that
we broke
your generation broke dating. You guys absolutely did. Absolutely. Okay, one of the biggest dichotomies, a young Christian man.
I'm with Tammy right now. All your guys' crazy technology broke it.
No, see, we didn't. So like this thing we didn't break. Okay, because
back in my day. We cruised the mall, hand in hand, walking down the mall.
Cruised the mall. Okay.
That's how you do it, bro.
But like, if you're a young Christian man, for example, you go to church. The girls have two thoughts in their head simultaneously.
Okay.
I would like to find a man at church. Dear God, no one asked me out. Both of those things happen in tandem.
Well, you know what they
I've
say.
seen it happen in tandem.
You go to Bible college and Bible college?
Ring by spring.
Yeah.
Ring by spring. So I went to Liberty, right? At the time, the world's largest Christian university. Ring by spring was so bad.
TJ Mack made fun of you yesterday, by the way.
For what?
He remembers when it was Liberty College.
This is true. But Ring by Spring was so bad when I attended. They had a mandatory psychology class, Psych 105, Psychology of Relationships.
Yeah.
That was pretty much devoted to stopping kids from getting married in the following spring.
So when I was a teenager, Calvary Chapel was all the rage, right? And you had the Calvary Chapel Seminary down in Costa Mesa and stuff. And that was the whole thing too. Like, and everybody's like, you guys, are you going to go to Calvary Bible School? I'm like, bro, no, no, I'm not. I don't want to do that because it's like, I'm not rushing that fast. You know what I mean? And ironically, Mrs. Kidd and I, we were engaged like a month. So
yes. So Jason Online has contributed a little bit, and I think we'll put a final point on this conversation here. He says that coffee shops, grocery stores, and concerts are all modern places to meet people. And of course, church, he says. You guys really don't understand my generation.
You guys don't even come into your room.
Well, first off that, but second off, my generation and on down, the Zoomers especially, approaching someone in a public setting where they're just trying to buy groceries is considered one of the biggest faux pas you can make.
Yeah.
It's super creepy.
All right. When we come back offline, we're going to ask Tammy how she met Scott.
Well, get her in here. Tammy, get in here. Tamara Graham, get in here.
All right, let's go to some music.
It's DPB now, Brighter Day, here on The Effect. Yeah.
So she wrote in that she met Scott online.
Yeah. Okay, see, you can't blame me or my generation for the dating apps when y'all are using it.
We're using it. We didn't build it.
But no, seriously, my generation, you approach a girl in I'm not saying this is like a bigger guy,
Yeah.
where we all kind of know the dichotomy. Bigger guys are just kind of, girls don't like us anyway.
Yeah.
I'm talking like, you've seen my brothers, right? The thin as a rail, very good looking, power suit guys.
Tammy says we have to use it.
Yes. If my older brother, approached a girl in a grocery store, that's still a major faux pas.
Right.
Still a major no-no.
It's so dumb. Y'all are just
We don't
offended
have
by everything.
Yeah, they really are. We do not have third spaces anymore.
Yeah.
My generation.
So weird.
For those of you who have not heard this rant before, there's a sociological theory that goes, you have a first space, a second space, and a third space.
Okay.
First space is home. It's where you're most comfortable.
Right.
It's where you're the most real you, and you socialize only with the exact people you've chosen.
Usually you're 3 in your sphere of 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have the second place. That's usually your place of business. You have less control over who you interact with, but you have some control, and it's where you spend a majority of your time.
Yep. Which is where your 5 friends
Yes.
are introduced.
And then you're supposed to have your third location.
Which is where your acquaintance is, the rest of the 10 of your influence.
Third location is normally something like church. It is a group of people that you have some basic bonds with, bonds of morality or theology or something. You have some basic bondage there that you can go into a church and you can basically know who you're talking to.
Right.
You don't know all the specifics of their life. You don't know all the specifics of how they think, but there is enough general agreement that you can mesh with anyone in that building. That's your third space. Third space is where you're supposed to find people to populate the second
Because
and the first.
they're acquaintances. They've moved past just
Yes.
someone that you've seen. They're acquaintances now. And then, you bring your acquaintances into your friend zone and into your intimate zone.
But nowadays, the best case you have for a third space, like there's a TikTok series where a guy goes around seeing if this third space, and he'll go to like a billiards club. Will this third space? Or he goes to like a gentleman's club. Well, this third space, right? And he's got all these criteria he goes by. And the answer is basically nothing can, other than church. But the best cases you can make right now are the gym. It's the bar. It's places where you have people who agree with you on at least one thing. Like, I want to be generally fit, or I like having fun, stuff like that. But that's not a strong enough connection
No.
to move someone into the second or the first space.
And like I said, everybody's just so darn offended anymore about everything. And even looking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had to tell my daughter, you have to stop looking at people like that. You cannot be upset that way.
From Tammy. Our generation would just chance talking to each other. Everyone in their younger generation hides behind the internet.
Yep.
That's partially true.
Yep.
That is partially true. But then they also start school marming each other. That's the other thing. Zoomers hate being school marmed. We hate being nagged at. I'm kind of a Zoomer. I'm like on the edge.
Yeah.
But we will also nag each other to death. That's where you get the weird rules about, you can't be like more than 4 years apart when you're dating. Otherwise, it's like weird, and you're taking advantage of the other person.
Cradle robbing, as we used to call it.
Yeah, cradle robbing. Yeah, even if both people are completely like a 21 and a 25-year-old, that's exploitative.
Yeah.
To a Zoomer.
Well, and ironically, those age specifically, we'll just address that.
Yeah.
Usually,
Ariel says she has a friend who met her husband recently while fishing.
it can happen.
It can happen.
Yeah.
And stuff like that can operate as a third space, but it's not the best kind.
Yeah.
The best kind is church. Go to church. And people in church, young people, decide. All the young people watching right now, I want you to make a split-second decision. Are you open to being romantically approached? If you are, then just be okay with it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the space is. Just if you are, just be okay with it. Stop defining things by your geographical location. That is the worst way to manage your love life. Your geographical location has the least amount of bearing on everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Except for, do they live in the same town?
Right.
But I'm talking like, oh, I don't want anyone to approach me at the grocery store. It's the grocery store. I'm just buying. I just want to get in and out. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you are open, be open.
Stop being offended by everything.
If you are not open, if you are in a period of your life where you don't think you should be dating, or you don't want to be, or you don't even want to get married, then just don't be open.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. 99.99999% of my generation
You want a relationship.
want a relationship.
You just don't want to do the work to get there.
They do.
Right?
It's kind of that we were never taught how.
Yeah, there's that too.
We were never taught how. All the examples that our parents gave us and our grandparents gave us, we were told were problematic. We were told that it was problematic for a man to marry his secretary.
Tammy's yelling at us.
Hi, Tammy. We see you. We were told it was problematic
Yeah.
for people to meet when they were teenagers and end up growing old together. We were told all these things were problematic.
Turn on a mic.
Yeah.
Come on, Tammy, give us your 2 cents.
Okay, we got 40 seconds, Tammy. You just want to join us for this next break?
Sure.
Tamara. But anyway, Kid's got me kind of in a mood. He's got me in a little bit of a rant mode.
Got you in a mood. I can hear the mood.
Yeah.
I can hear you're on a rampage today.
But yeah, like every good example we had, we were told was problematic.
Yeah.
Even down to the classic, oh, when I met your mom, she was dating someone else, but I ended up winning.
That's alpha male play. I mean,
But we're told it's problematic now. That you can combat for a woman's affections without cheating. All right, that was High Res and Jordan Meyer. Been a fire burning in my soul.
how those fish animals doing?
Huh?
In reference.
Oh, from what we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
I've got you going.
We got Tammy with us. And Tammy, would you tell us how you met your husband?
I met my husband online, kind of similar to you guys and
the Facebook thing?
Yeah, and
Facebook dating. People have been talking about it.
Okay, this is not my first marriage, so I'll be honest with you people. My very first marriage was my high school sweetheart. Had my beautiful children with him, and that was a very traditional way to meet somebody.
When you say high school sweetheart, how old were both of you?
A year apart, so I was 17 when we got married, and he was 18 when we got married. So
extremely problematic by today's standards. How dare you?
Yeah, we were super
Robbing the cradle.
I graduated high school. We got married. I graduated in May. We got married in December. We were high school sweethearts. We dated, from my freshman year on all the way through,
Sure.
So, very traditional. We've known each other all that time. So that very first marriage was just very traditional.
And then we got to the second marriage.
And then the internet came involved, I tried dating outside of the internet. I tried dating that traditional way of meeting people, church, supermarkets, roller skating with the kids, whatever,
But you discovered what we've been talking about. The third space is practically dead.
Hard. Yeah, it was hard. So, since technology has come along, that's the only way to meet somebody, really. And I blame you kids. I blame you guys.
It's y'all's fault.
And you guys.
Your generation was the one that taught
We didn't
me.
create the internet.
No, but you're the ones that taught us that marriage you had, where he was 18 and you were 17, was so problematic. We should never do that.
Toxic as
You
the
know
word.
what? My parents married at a very young age as well. My parents have been married 54 years.
But we were told that's problematic. So now everyone's waiting till 30 and getting divorced at 37.
Well, here's the deal. I divorced.
FYI, everybody, divorce doesn't make you money.
Divorce is a bad thing. I'm going to tell you what. Meet your best friend. Make sure that's your best friend. Get married. And you know what? I say fight for whatever you can to keep your marriage alive and going. That's what I'm going to tell you. I wish I would have fought a little more on the first one. I know I'm divorced, and I do have a really happy marriage.
Right.
By the way, I'm not.
Well, relationship is the biggest thing. A lot of times we just give up on the relationship.
Well, that's what we're taught in society nowadays.
Right.
But
Exactly.
Back when
and that's what we were taught by your generation.
Well, we were taught by our people ahead of us.
Correct.
You know, because
we could pass the buck on about 3 generations back.
the people ahead of us, they get divorced, but it would basically be a divorce in the house.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Yeah. Or I know a lot of older couples that got divorced and still live together for the sake of their kids. I mean, they were a divorced couple still living as a couple.
Right. It's strange.
Yeah. And that's what we were taught, right? So you get to my generation, and these kids only want the most perfect set of circumstances possible to begin a relationship on.
Here's the deal. I don't blame them. Society is crazy out there.
It is.
I wouldn't want to have kids without somebody that has a decent job, that's doing well.
That's not what I'm talking about when I say perfection.
I wouldn't want somebody that has a great attitude, that can take care of me, that's going to be respectful to me, that's going to have all these qualities that I want as a woman. I mean, I've got a standard now.
When I say perfection, I'm not referring to those things.
What kind of perfection are you?
Because the relationships these kids get into are not great.
Yeah.
Right? When I say perfection, I mean they don't want to be criticized by their peers.
Right.
There can't be a power dynamic. There can't be an age gap.
We need to be equals.
Right? Everything has to be perfectly and wonderfully feminist. Otherwise, you can't do it.
Yeah, it's getting that way. They want to be equal.
That is the best way to make sure you never have a happy relationship.
All the way rounded. I know. It has to be all the way rounded now.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have that complete everything.
Yeah. And you can't expect that. No one has that.
Right.
That's not how life works.
No one has it, but you have to work towards making each other very happy in the things that they need.
And it takes work and sacrifice to be
And the
honest with you.
people who do have it are the ones who've been married 50 years.
All right, so we got a comment in, by the way.
Okay.
First of all, drop monster in for Corey.
Sure.
To go along with the conversation, the dating scene, I was a night owl, nothing open but bars or Waffle House.
The skillet monster?
Brother. Yeah. I'm still on the dating scene, I think is what he says. The mere fact,
prayer and our sympathy.
the mere fact most singles are swamped at work.
This is true.
Most of the time we have Discord. Okay. The biggest taboo for me isn't grocery shopping. It's the fact that I wasn't taught how to do print.
Oh.
So I was put on a PC early. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like even writing notes like we used to do in high school.
Sure.
If you ask me to write, you would not have the ability to read the chicken scratch. I have the same problem too. Thank you, Corey. Hey, we're gonna break
I have a
away.
penmanship rant we can get into online.
Join us on YouTube if you guys like as well. We'll be there talking a little bit more about this. It's Skillet Monster right now.
This was on my playlist back in the day. I'll tell this story
Right
too.
on.
Down, 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 down,
You guys are hilarious.
down, down, down.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna go back up, Tammy?
Yeah, I'm going back, but
All right. Well,
Oh
thank
my
you for
gosh.
joining us, Tammy. That was very nice.
Children.
Thank you for providing me a cover so I could talk about feminism. Thank you, token woman.
Not getting you in trouble.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Tammy. Tammy. She's messaging me, Tammy. I know.
Okay. So I'll tell the skillet story here real quick.
Okay.
So I had it. I had a Walkman MP3 radio player when I was a kid, and it was it was an iPod knockoff basically, but they were pretty cheap. I think they were like $50 at the time.
I had a handful of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I had that thing for years. I think if I still found it, it would still be good and still be loaded with like Adventures in Odyssey episodes.
Right.
But I remember one time we were at the orthodontist, and one of my brothers was getting his braces changed. And I was sitting in the car, and I was just flipping through radio stations, and I found a new rock station. And it was playing Monster by Skillet. I was like, hey, that's Skillet.
Wow.
So I listened through. And then, you know what the very next song that played was?
What's that?
Very next song. It starts off, and it's this weird track. You know, those songs where it starts off, and it's supposed to sound like you're listening to something that you're not supposed to be listening to.
Okay. Yeah.
Like sexual content kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I can't believe it was played on radio. And I'm all of 14 years old. I'm like, but this station just played Skillet. I thought it was a Christian station.
Right.
No, that's just how good Skillet is at their jobs.
Yes.
That they're able to inject a little bit of Christian morality into otherwise
Into the real world.
lascivious places.
Yeah, I was headed to work on a pool in the middle of the summertime when I heard that song drop on
Nice.
secular radio.
Yeah.
And it was like, what in the world?
Okay. So who was our friend with the chicken scratch?
Corey Waldrum.
Corey, I'm going to encourage you. All right. I'm going to encourage the heck out of you right now.
Here we go.
Penmanship
DJ Romeo
is great. Good penmanship is fan-flippin-tastic.
I do not have good penmanship.
And one way to get your penmanship better, just like immediately, is to get yourself a ballpoint fountain pen. So like a regular ballpoint pen, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to have those weird angles for a fountain pen. Mm-hmm. But like a fountain pen, you do have to rely on some of the old rules of penmanship to make it work correctly.
Okay.
So you get kind of the
Because you have
best
to
of
keep
both
the flow
worlds.
of the ink going
Correct.
while you're writing.
You have to hold it correctly. You've got to have good posture. It's not as unforgiving though. Mm-hmm. And you can get my favorite ballpoint fountain pen is a Sailor. You can get it off Amazon for $30.
Wow.
And it comes with cartridges. So
Right.
you don't even need to think about it that hard. Right. And you just write using that for a while. And your penmanship will improve kind of naturally.
Sweet.
Your strokes will get longer because a lot of chicken scratch is short strokes done quickly. Mm-hmm. You will still be able to do it quickly, but your strokes will get longer, right? It'll become more legible to people the more you do. Mm. And I want to encourage you in that. It is a good skill to have. Good penmanship is a good skill to have.
Cool. I don't know that I can see comments on Instagram, FYI.
So here's the thing with Instagram. Instagram Lives, no one comments unless you're like telling a story about how you cheated on your wife. It's a very drama-driven platform, kind of like TikTok is.
Okay.
So
do we have anything on YouTube?
Nothing new yet.
Okay.
Just Jason giving us his ideas for
opinion.
third places. Yeah.
Sweet.
Which all of my generation and down completely rejects. Completely rejects.
Well, that's how we used to do it. Mm-hmm. You know, back in my day.
Back in my day, we would go to the grocery store and surf for babes.
The hard rock and hardcore scene was gearing up and in full effect.
Yeah.
And so it was really easy. You have a hardcore show at a house in a basement somewhere, you
Like
know.
Love Handle.
Yeah, and then you meet people there, you know. No alcohol or anything.
Anyone for that reference? Anyone? Anyone for a good Love Handle reference?
Any alcohol and stuff wasn't there because the hardcore scene was primarily a straight edge scene. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it was a safe place to go, except for, you know, getting whooped on for the night. But then outside of that too, the Christian rock scene was picking up, and so you know we did a lot of concerts back then in the Christian side. And so yeah, it's kind of died off as of late, but you know COVID didn't help either. Yeah, I don't know where you can find people.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Us complaining about it is not going to fix it, kind of a thing.
Nope. That's good content though.
Yeah.
So hey, here's some good news.
Okay.
Government shutdown's over.
Correct.
DJ Red Dog got 2 checks today.
Did he get the big bonus?
He's not really a air.
I know he's not
traffic
air traffic, but I was wondering if they would extend it to maintenance guys.
No.
It should go to the maintenance
He
guys.
did get 2 checks and paid early.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah. So Red Dog, we're going to be on the Dad Rock Show later this afternoon. He came in and recorded it with me.
Is he gonna pop some tags?
I don't know.
Is he gonna come in with one of those dollar bill guns? DJ Red Dog, if you're listening to this, you have a simple mission. You go to the Party City, you get one of those dollar bill guns.
We don't have a Party City.
Oh, we have party stores. You know what
We
I'm
have
talking about.
Zurchers.
You go to the party store, you get one of those dollar bill guns. You go to the ATM and you get like $21 bills.
Uh-huh.
And that's all you do.
You just do it.
That's the whole thing. You know where to go from there.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, he got 2 checks in the mail. So they showed up. We got the show recorded so that they can go out and do grocery shopping and boat paying.
Nice.
So, and that means that, you know, people around the country everywhere
Yes.
have gotten paid.
People all over the country are now spending frivolously.
I did ask them, are you preparing for January? Mm-hmm. Because the likes of AOC and her
It's not January that you should be worried about.
Was it what?
It's next October.
For the primaries? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, not the primaries, for the midterm.
Right.
They will shut it down again for the midterm.
We know that.
And they played their hand because part of the deal to reopen the government was to independently fund food stamps through 2026.
But see, I'm ready for the AOC kicking Schumer out and then trying to battle in January when they're supposed to renegotiate and sign this up.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah, she's
you're right
already
there.
screaming.
You're right.
Yeah, you get the Fab Five out there screaming and yelling, and you know.
I wasn't thinking about the AOC being strategic at all, because she's not. So she could absolutely blunder her way into that.
She's been quiet in the last year.
If she blunders her way into that, like this shutdown ended up almost being neutral in terms of public opinion. If she blunders her way into a second shutdown, good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah, I'm looking at January and seeing how that's going to go.
So yes, people who have now been paid. 2 pieces of advice. 1, put away money for the next shutdown. All right. This one was the longest in history, 41 days. If you think it won't happen again, you're wrong.
Especially under this president.
Yes.
And not because it's the president's fault.
We have one of the most contentious and evenly divided Congresses in history.
Yeah.
All right. They will do this again. So be ready for the next time.
And honestly, you can't fault them. It's politics. They don't care about the person.
I can fault them.
It's the way the job is done.
As I was telling someone the other day, right, I would consider myself conservative, but the thing is, all politicians are stupid.
All of them scream, "Let them eat cake."
That was Ronnie Martin, Evergreen Melody here.
Almost
on the
lost
Effect.
us, huh?
I was keeping an eye on it. I
don't have a screen in front of me, so I don't know what time it is ever. So yeah, we were talking about the shutdown. Red Dog was finally able to get paid today on early settings. So him and Mrs. Red Dog are out there paying their bills and getting some food, which is good. So congratulations everybody who is part of the shutdown. Couldn't get paid.
Yes.
Thankfully, that's...
And so 2 pieces of advice for the people who are now getting paid. First off, I know a lot of you ran up big credit card bills during the last 41 days. It happens. Pay them off as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Do not let those payments sit on you.
Don't think about this payment
Yes.
as extra money. It's not.
Don't do that.
Put the money...
Backfill what happened.
Yeah, put the money back on the card. You're going to need it again.
And the second thing is start putting away money for the next shutdown. Me and Kidd were just talking online about this, and Kidd reminded me that there is a big enough fight happening in the Democrat Party right now where if the radicals are able to take over when they get back in session in January, they could just try this again.
There is a good thing about old guards.
Yes.
And that's the fact that they have been through the battles before,
and they tend to be consistent about it.
And so in the scheme of, well, Schumer settled. Well, did he, or was he strategic in knowing the battle's lost? I know that he knew the fight was lost on the first vote.
Yeah.
He just decided to carry this thing going because of the radical left.
Yeah. And the election.
How do you appease that? How do you there's no way to appease that. And so old guard, playing politics, you just got to do this.
And I don't want anyone to get caught again like this. All right. Start preparing now. Get your savings in order.
It could hit in January.
Start living very frugally, because with this Congress, as we get closer to the midterms,
it's going to be bad.
There will most likely be another government shutdown right before the midterms. The Democrats are now thinking that they were able to pull off a good election because of the shutdown. They will try it again before the midterms without a doubt.
Yep. It's the only card they can play.
It is one of the few cards they have left.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty predictable one coming up. Be frugal right now. As Dave Ramsey says, live like no one else so later you can live like no one else.
Right.
Don't be your friend. Don't be you 5 minutes ago who was panicking about money. Move forward into a place where you do not have to panic.
Tell your dollar where to go. And that's good advice for everybody, by the way.
Yes.
And tell your dollar where to go. All right. Are we going to some music for a few minutes?
Yep. We got Jeremy Camp and Lecrae ready now here on The Effect. This is Ezra.
DJ Kidd.
We are coming up pretty fast on the end of the show. All right. From Blue Hat Wearing Penguin, trucking industry is also affected. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Blue hat wearing penguin. That's a great name.
Congress got truckers in a bind. Hopefully they will get unbinded here soon. But
Yeah.
again, live frugally. Live super frugally for a bit if you're in that situation.
No matter who's in power, you can't trust government.
And I know
to
I
do
have
the
a
right
couple
thing.
of truckers that listen to Face Down. So I'll probably repeat this on Sunday for them.
Way to go.
Live pretty frugally, please. I do not want to see you in the same situation
Yeah.
within like next 8 months.
Tighten the belt.
Yeah. Also, hey guys, I have a question, I guess. What is a good software for podcasting? I am on Linux Mint. I do not know the Linux system very well.
TJ Maxx does.
I'm a
but-
big Windows guy.
Yeah.
I will admit. I like Windows.
Yeah.
And I actually like Windows 11, which is in the software world the hottest of takes I could possibly give. Right?
Yeah, TJ Maxx knows Linux. He's been a Linux guy since it came out.
I'm just going to throw out some ideas and we'll, go from there. As far as a good program in general, you'll have to look up if it works on Linux. If you want to do an audio only podcast, Audacity is a free audio processor with some good editing capabilities.
Yeah.
I don't like it myself that much, but I'm assuming we're going for free.
I use it. It's not horrible. It's a knockoff of Audition from ProPresenter.
Actually, I have a chart.
I can't even talk. So Audacity came from Cool Edit Pro back in the day, which is what Audition is now with Adobe.
I actually have a chart
Sweet.
of Adobe alternatives for people who need it. Audition, where is it on this chart? Audition. Audacity, which apparently is now called Tenacity, right?
Oh, cool.
Ocean Audio, DaVinci Fairlight,
DaVinci's not bad.
no. GarageBand if you're on Mac, Cakewalk, Reaper, all of those are decent audio programs.
I use Reaper with my music and stuff. So
Yeah. So if you're doing audio only podcasting, that would be a good place to start. If you would like a video component to it, which I don't recommend to start, right? If you're going to do video, you need to think about your studio space. You need to think about your camera. Think about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right? Be holistic in it. In fact, I would recommend you go on YouTube and look up 3 different kinds of videos real fast if that's what you're planning on doing, if you're planning on going into video. First is set design. I want you to learn about set design. I want you to make it your thing.
yeah.
The second is writing and blocking. I want you to write your show really well and
prepared.
block it really well.
Yeah.
If it has any kind of a physical interaction portion, right? If you're doing like smosh bits where people are coming out from behind the curtain and doing a funny thing to try and make people laugh,
Yeah.
you need to know exactly where they're going and what they're doing. You need to block it. That's what they call it in theater, blocking. So writing and blocking. And the third thing you need to do is learn about equipment. Learn about cameras so you don't just go out and accidentally buy the most expensive, least useful camera.
Yeah. Also, your microphone interfaces and stuff like that. Sometimes they come with their own DAW system that you can run.
Oftentimes, a lot of microphones will have a DAW system that they come with. The Shure MV7 has one, but if you need one, Voice Meter is a good free alternative as well. Blue Yeti, I think, has one. And you can get started with a pretty, Shure MV7 is kind of the standard podcast microphone.
Yeah.
It's about $100, I think, right now. But out of the box, it will work really well for you. It has USB and XLR capability, so you can upgrade to a physical board in future if you need it.
Wow. That's
But
pretty
you
cool.
can start USB. That's what I've got at home whenever they have like a rush order they need me to do around here.
Yeah. I've got a couple of the Personas lines.
Yeah.
So
I know I'm kind of like fire hose dumping right now, but again, you want to look up equipment. I don't want you to get scammed into buying something too expensive you don't know how to use.
Right.
It does not matter if it's expensive if you do not know how to use every feature.
right. Exactly.
Learn how to write the show. All right, get your idea together. I'm sure you have an idea. Learn how to write the show.
Get notes to be able to take one idea to the next.
Yes. And like we talked about earlier, multiple drafts. Multiple drafts will bring out the best in the creative process.
Once you start getting rolling and you get a few under your belt and it becomes natural, then you can ease up a little bit, but you still need
Get
to
your
have
creative process down at the start.
Yeah. you need an outline of basically what you're doing and why you're doing it.
And again, as far as if you're doing audio only, Tenacity, Ocean Audio, DaVinci Fairlight. If you're doing video, video is also pretty easy. You can get DaVinci Resolve, which has a free version, or you can pay, I think it's $300 for a lifetime subscription.
Yeah.
And those are the only two options. It doesn't have like an Adobe subscription.
Yeah.
We use Adobe products here. I like Adobe. I was trained on Adobe. I know that's not for everybody. If you have the budget, you can get pretty much every Adobe app for $60 a month.
Pretty much.
And that does make things pretty easy.
It does. It does. Streamlines it all.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back on the air, say goodbye.
Yeah.
And
determine your budget first. If you're doing it as free as possible.
Well, like Jesus says, in everything, we got to weigh the costs.
Yes, weigh the costs. Do not start a tower that you cannot finish.
Yep.
So Fika, Psalm 121 here on The Effect.
Sweet.
This is Fanfare Friday. It has been Fanfare Friday.
It's been a good Fanfare
Friday. We do need to get out of here. Kid,
yes.
Tell us about the E-Crew one more time.
All right, yeah. Scrub my brain.
Got to rewind.
So for those of you guys who don't know what our E-Crew is, basically that's the way that you support Effect Radio. $30 or more a month gives you access to music and stuff like that from our Artist of the Month highlights that we have every single month. You also get gifts and stuff like that throughout the year for your birthdays and holidays and stuff like that. And most importantly, like you're helping move forward the vision and the mission of Effect Radio by being part of our E-Crew. Yes. The other side of things, if you guys are a business or a corporation and you're like, hey, I'd like some airtime. Can I do that? Yes, you can. And supporting Effect Radio with airtime, that's package. We have packages that allow for that as well. So get a hold of us here at the station for that. But primarily go to effectradio.com, click on the homepage banner there with Ronnie Martin on there, and so like, subscribe, whatever it is that
I think it'll be me and you this next Monday. Yeah.
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Don't quote us on that, but we're pretty sure.
I'm trying to work. So Mrs. Kidd, after Wednesday, she's like, I think I could do Wednesdays. I'm like, okay, but
okay.
She's like, but I got to pre-record it. I'm like, that's fine.
That's fine.
And so I got to talk to AJ. She's probably listening, but I got to talk to her about it. We might be able to start doing Mrs. Kidd on Wednesdays, but a little bit different voice still.
Okay. Wednesday with the kids.
That's exactly what I told her.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got some great music to close out the hour with. We will be online a little bit longer.
Dad Rock show later this afternoon. Tune in for that. We've got a great show lined up for you guys as well.
All right. 21 Pilots coming up right now. It is Manifest and Duncan Sparks. Blow the doors off.
Brand new one.
Yeah. It's here on The Effect. Okay. So
all right.
I know that was a very quick and dirty podcast explainer. And then for getting your podcast out there, YouTube lets you upload podcasts now.
Wow.
Which lets it be seen on the YouTube music side. So it gives you kind of that nice duality.
Yeah.
Spotify, of course, Spotify podcast free to upload to. You will need somewhere to host it. I remember back in my day, take this with a grain of salt, but it's a place to start searching. When I was 15, 16, I tried to do a news podcast back in the day, and I patterned myself after Rush Limbaugh and Mark Levin.
Yeah.
I played 10 seconds of a country song at the start of it. You know what I mean? Classic AM radio stuff.
Thanks, Sean Hannity.
Yeah, exactly. And I used Buzzsprout for that.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know if they're still around, but look up podcast hosting companies.
I think we looked to see if they're around or they're not.
But with YouTube letting you upload podcasts now, you can just start on YouTube and expand from there. Yeah. Because YouTube will just keep all of it there for free forever. YouTube's nice like that.
Not like Facebook or any of the other meta programs.
Yes. And Spotify will too, I think.
Yeah.
At least with Facedown, we haven't gotten anything like, this is too many episodes.
Too long.
Yeah. No, they're pretty happy with just carrying it forever, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, you pay for that, though, right?
For Spotify? No, I don't think so.
Oh, cool.
I didn't set up the account, but I don't think we pay for that. No.
Huh. I was going to say, as long as you're paying, they wouldn't argue.
Yeah. Anyway. Pacific Northwest Christmas Lights has considered a podcast, but topics of conversation is the hardest part.
It is.
Let me encourage you not to.
By the way, that's Jason.
Yes. Well, he was saying that for the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Let me encourage you not to. There's a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
And also let me encourage you that sometimes podcasts can be limited run, like a limited amount of very highly produced episodes. Where if you want to talk about Christmas lights, I don't know, like do 6 episodes where you're talking about the different kinds of Christmas lights and the different styling techniques, if it even gets that far. I don't even know if those things are named. Right? But maybe make it a couple of highly produced episodes. And that way you can make them all at once and put them all out together.
Make them highlights, and then, you know, in the next quarter, you do another handful of highlights, but not like not
actually
all the time.
I don't know if this would fit your style, Jason, but there is a fella, I'm blanking on the name of his YouTube channel, who just takes apart appliances and explains how they work as a consumer protection kind of thing is his angle.
Oh, yeah, kind of like those guys that are out there, like, you know, look, like most kids haven't learned how to do this, so they're doing it for them. You know?
But he does it in a very, not low energy, but like low ADHD kind of way.
Okay.
Where there's not a lot of cuts. He talks pretty quietly and
he's
slowly.
just doing the project.
He's doing the project and he's explaining it. And like sometimes he gets kind of like he's really passionate about dishwasher detergent.
Okay. All right.
That's his thing for some reason.
It's killing the dishwasher.
No, he loves it. He loves dishwasher detergent.
That's good.
Yeah. He's a big fan of it, in fact.
Wow. Okay. Powder or liquid?
Powder. He's a big powder man.
Okay.
To the point where he has made his own powder now.
Oh my gosh.
Like he's explained like coffee machines and blenders and all different kinds of things.
Wow.
And his point is to explain how the machine works so you can get more out of your machine.
Right.
But he went down this weird route. He's done like, I think 5 hours of content just on dishwashers and dishwasher detergent.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. I forget his name.
Mr. Dishwasher Man.
But if you look him up, you will find him.
Cool.
And you'll know exactly who I'm talking. And maybe that's a good style for that. If you're wanting to explain Christmas. He has a great video on Christmas lights. And where he does explain some of the different types and things. So maybe you could take some notes from that. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. But anyway, we got to get out of here. I've got a little bit of work to catch up on.
Yeah. It's also lunchtime. Time to get fat.
Unless I'm editing videos for a production, I'm a one-take kind of guy. This may be a habit I have to unlearn.
Yeah.
It is.
Even here in radio, with experience,
The
you can
first
be a
spot I
one
was
tank,
given-
but generally you end up redoing it anyway.
The first spot I was given when I was hired here was a spot for Spotty Leopard's birthday party picnic surprise. That spot was 60 seconds, and it said that title 4 times.
You can't do that.
Spotty Leopard's birthday party picnic surprise.
You're like, no, copy.
And
edit,
I was so
paste.
stubborn about it, I eventually was able to get it down in one take.
Wow.
But it took me
You have to rehearse it.
days
Yeah.
of just reading that script over and over.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah. So anyways, thanks everyone for coming by. Glad everyone enjoyed the show. We got other things to do. Kid, any last words?
No.
All right. You'll never
good.
see him again, folks. Goodbye, Kid.
Hold on.
Okay.
So TJ Mack yesterday, I asked him for any more parting words for our listeners. And he says, divide. Do you get it?
Like the Ed Sheeran album? I don't know.
I asked him for parting words, and he says, divide. Oh.
One of these days, I'm going to pull a Sopranos and just cut the feed in the middle of.
Dad joke for you.
Yeah. All right. We got to go, guys. Thanks for everyone.